What's up guys, it's Rogue here and welcome back to yet another amazing video. So since we're close to 200 subscribers, I thought I'd do a little throwback and show you my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh deck. I played this deck for 4 years and finally managed to save up enough money when the ABC deck came out and bought 3 structure decks and haven't really touched it since. But let's get straight into this deck profile. So for the main Gimmick Puppet monster here, we play Triple Dreidel. She's your machine dupe, your trade-in and your allure target, just all in one. Her graveyard effect is amazing, helps you get into those rank 8s, and I wouldn't recommend playing anything less than 3 of her. So for the latest edition of the Gimmick Puppet monsters here, we got Triple Gimmick Puppet Bisque Doll. Basically, she just discards 1 and specials out the hand and is a level 8. You can also banish her from the graveyard to protect your Gimmick Puppets from being targeted. So another important 3 of, works as trade-in and allure. Moving on to the last level 8 that we play here, we got the worst one, we got only 2 Magnet Doll. I basically just play him so we can trade in and allure cards for free because it doesn't really matter with him if he's banished or in the graveyard, he doesn't really do much. He only specials if your opponent controls a monster and if you only control gimmicks. So for one of our main normal summons here, we got Humpty Dumpty. Basically he just helps you unclog your hand and start your link plays. So what the main combo is normal him and special Drury, make a link, and then just bring back Drury, and with another level 8 extender, you got your XCs right there. So I play 3 of him, but he's a hard one per turn, so just 2 is fine for now. For our other normal summons here, we have Scissor Arms. It's basically just a Foolish Burial for the deck. If it worked on special summon like Humpty Dumpty does, which means he can also serve as an extender in some hands, I would play 3, but this is solely just your normal summon, so that's why I only play 2 of it. We also play 2 Gimmick Puppet Destroy. He also works as a starter or extender. Basically, you normal him, use his effect, tribute himself, special 2 Gimmick Puppet monsters from your hand, preferably level 8 so you can actually make an Xyz. He sort of works as a mini starter and combo extender in some hands, so I play 2 of him. I don't think you really need to play 3. So, and for our last normal summon of the deck here, another solely normal summon effect here. We have our Terror Baby. He's the monster reborn for the deck. Just normal him, revive 1, simple as that. For our non-Gimmick Puppet monsters here, I play Triple Gearspring Spirit. As far as I'm concerned, this is a Gimmick Puppet card. Looks like 1, it's level 8, dark, it just fits all the right boxes here. So basically, what he does is he specials out for free if all you have are machines in the grave, and spoiler alert, pretty much your entire deck is just machines. So, and he also works with allure, and he's just a really good card to play in the deck, and I'd recommend playing him at 3. For our other extender here, we got our Machinate Cannon. Basically just discard 1 machine from your hand and special him. Works really well with Gearspring Spirit. Discard machine, special, and then special him out for free. So those 2 have really good synergy and they're both level 8, so obviously I've played them in the level 8 deck. And our win condition for this deck here, since this deck doesn't really do anything unfair, I thought I'd chuck in an unfair card. Basically this is your Artifact Scythe for Life card. Equip this using Union Carrier that we play and then just lock out your opponent out the extra deck, simple as that. And if you draw it, it's not that bad because you can also just Allure of Darkness it away. So it's not completely dead, which is why I also think it's quite nice in this deck. Moving on to the spells here, we got our draw cards of the deck. We got Triple Trade-In, Triple Allure, we play loads of level 8s and all of them are dark, so why wouldn't we play 3 of each? This just helps us turbo through the deck, see the cards we need to see, and hopefully managed to win the game using Gimmick Puppets. So for our power spell of the deck, you see this card with a Drury Doll and you're in a really good position. You basically just want to always have this card. That's why we play so many draw spells. That is why there's such a big focus on this deck. For Machine Dupe, Drury Doll is a machine with 0 attack and defense that comes out from the deck and then has graveyard recursion. So this is the main card of the deck. Always want to see this card. Always play it at 3. For our rank ups here, because the Gimmick Puppets do have rank up XCs cards, we play basically the best one. The best one is banned, so this is the best of the rest that we're left with, I guess. And it's just a quick play card, so you can do like double attacks and quirky things like that, and it also works well with the spicy trap card that we're playing, which I'll show you now. So 2 rank up magic you sort of want to see in your hand and you sort of don't. It's one of those cards. Since we do use the deck a lot, we got 2 Call by the Grave. I don't feel like we need 3 because we do draw a lot, so I feel like just 2. Just seeing 1 in your hand is all you need, really. You don't want to be seeing 2 of this because that means the rest of your hand has to be quite specific for you to do your plays. So that's why I only picked 2 Call by. And for the last of the spells here, I play 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Drunk Puppet, which is essentially just Monster Reborn, but only for Gimmick Puppet monsters, and 1 Foolish Burial. These cards are just, I feel, just staple 1-offs here. Only hard ones per turn, hence why this is a 1-off, and we all know what Monster Reborn and Foolish Burial does. Moving on to the spicy traps that I think actually helps the deck a bunch in interaction during your opponent's turn using the dead materials in your Gimmick Puppet monsters because none of them are quick effects. So I play triple Barrage Blast. This card I believe is just amazing with this deck, and the burn has come up and I have won a duel before just through the burn effect of this card when it's in the graveyard. So I don't feel like your opponent expects this card, and the more Xyz monsters, machine Xyz monsters that you have on the field with the more materials, the more cards you get to blow up. So it's basically just like a rage, a Salomon Great Rage in a sense, and we all know how good that card is, so this card is just as good. And it's continuous, so you get to do it on both players' turns. And now guys, we're going to quickly move on to the extra deck here. So I do play 1 Borrelsword Dragon because you just never know when you're going to need this big point to help you finish off games, so I feel like you should always play Borrelsword Dragon. I play 1 of the Gimmick Puppet Links. It's actually quite good, but it does have this, I don't know why this is a restriction on this card. It locks you into Xyz materials, into Xyz summoning for the rest of the turn, which actually hinders this deck quite a bit because they have to be machine Xyz monsters, which sucks. So it's a bit of a weird restriction there. I see why they did it, but just not needed. So our win condition here, Union Carrier, equip the Dragon Buster from deck and basically just hope that your opponent can't out that and use Barrage Blast to protect it at all costs. And the last link of the deck here, we have Nightmare Phoenix, just spell and trap removal that, you just make from the extra deck. So moving on to our Gimmick Puppet Rankates here, we play 2 of the best one, which is Strings and Dark Strings. Place counters and then blow up monsters with counters and deal damage and draw a card. So basically with this card alone you can win a battle phase, make this, then you attack. Hopefully do like 1,000 damage because this does have 3k attack. Obviously you use this effect before you attack to play string counters. Then you rank it up into this, blow up everything with string counters, do more burn, draw a card and then attack again. So just with these 2 attacks alone, if it's direct, it's 6-3. So that's quite a lot, and then when you count the burn effect of this, it's pretty much game. So I play 2 of Strings and Dark Strings. For the other rank 8 gimmick, I only really play 1 because I don't feel like more is needed. Basically just pop special summon monsters, not once per turn, and then pop a card, and if it's a monster, deal damage. So if this is an Xyz monster that it destroys using this effect, you deal burn. So this deck actually has weird interactions during time that help you win the game because you have multiple burn effects from Strings and from this guy, which just help you in time to win the duel. So I play 1 of each. And for the last Gimmick Puppet Xyz card here, the new one, the rank 4, quite good, basically a mind control for 2 of your opponent's monsters, and then you just tribute this card and make them level 8, and then just make a rank 8 of your own. So I believe that this card is quite good. Sometimes quite difficult to make because it's not a level 8, it's a level 4. So yeah. And now for the non-gimmick puppet monsters here for the rank 8s, we got Felgrand, Hope Harbinger, and Zombie Stein. Use him to negate your monsters, use him to negate your spells, and you use him, you can negate evenly matched by discarding a card and switching him to defense because he negates cards that are face up on the field. So that's quite neat interaction. And then basically the best generic rank 8 card that there is, Dengisu. This card has a lot of synergy with this deck. It isn't actually affected by the restrictions placed on the link. So basically you take 2 with the rank 4, and then you make ding, or with the link you can always overlay and you're allowed to make ding and send a card or add one of your banished cards as material, which also works with the trap. So multiple uses, you only really need one though. That's the end of the deck profile, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. We're close to 200 subs, so let's hit that, guys, by hitting that subscribe button. There is a big giveaway at 200 subs, so make sure you're here for that. Leave a like down below letting me know you enjoyed my first ever deck. So yeah, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and
It's time! Let's go!